Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cynical Marketers. Welcome back. This is episode 96. We're in season 2, episode 44. So we're very close to 100. Yeah.
We're getting
closing
there,
in,
Mike.
And we are getting there slowly but surely.
Yep.
We almost have more episodes than subscribers. We're getting there.
We actually, we have, well, depends on which platform, but yes.
True. Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
But we keep going.
Today, we're going to talk about some interesting things going on. There's some business controversies happening to a couple of businesses. We have talked about this kind of subject many times and how quickly things can go awry for you as a business when you put stuff out on social media. This one is Good Golf. Maybe you've heard of them. Maybe you've not. They're a golf brand started by a professional golfer and a couple of his friends, apparently. I am unfamiliar with them, even though I haven't played golf in a little bit, but I consume golf content on my social media, so I would have thought that this would have shown up in my For You at some point, but I've never seen anything from these guys, so I didn't know who they were. Good Golf.
I haven't either, but I'm not a golf person to begin with. So I actually, similarly to what we saw about the book talk that we talked about several, episodes ago, we started seeing reaction videos to this new ad that they put out. So that's how I found out about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you shared a story, and then I saw that story right after that, of course, because once you get touched in an algorithm anywhere on any platform, then since everything shares with everybody, then you're going to see it everywhere.
Yeah.
This Good Golf too. So they're a golf brand, and they have partnered with Callaway Golf too. So I guess they were putting out a new club, a driver. Yeah, so I mean, like, big partnership to be with Callaway, not an unknown brand, of course. So let's show this commercial. So they made a commercial for this new product of theirs that they were putting out, and this is what the controversy is. It's about a minute long, so bear with us if you're going to watch this here, but we're going to play it. This is very high level of production that you've come to expect as a viewer of the Cynical Marketers podcast. So here we go.
Do not touch my new driver. I don't get the big deal. It's just a driver. Johnny, no. No. Johnny, no. Don't do it. John. No. Don't do it.
No,
Please,
don't. Johnny, are you okay?
It's over. He's gone. What's happening?
I can't, Mike.
All right. So
I can't.
Obviously, did you spot the controversy? What in that commercial would have been controversial, do you think? I mean, obviously pushing a woman to the ground is the issue here, that they put hands on a woman in a commercial and thought this was going to be funny, and it has blown up on them. And there's two different types of controversy going on today that I've seen. There's people who are mad at this commercial. You thought this pushing a woman to the ground, doing this dumb thing in this commercial, people are mad at that. And then Good and Callaway have come out and apologized. And now there's people who are mad that they've apologized. I've seen too. So it's crazy what's going on here, but
I can't. Like, the fact that commercial, in way that it was done, had gone through some brainstorming, storyboarding, copyright, copies, hiring people to be in the commercial, doing the scripts, doing the shoot. Two big golf brands, I guess, the Good and Callaway, like, both big brands, their marketing teams, their CEOs, their CMOs, whoever. And this was the final product, blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that's even a thing. Like, how did so many people see this and didn't think? And I think that, and Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, the woman in the video is a professional golfer, right?
She is.
This was
yes.
their attempt of sorts to be inclusive, right? So they're, at least from what they've been kind of, the chatter has been online, is that this was their attempt of being inclusive. Like, if you play golf, you know who this woman is. I obviously don't. But just everything about it is creepy as hell, honestly. Like, it just didn't land. I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, what was the point of that?
Yeah, weird concept, execution. And for Callaway, I don't know, did Callaway initially deny that they knew what was going on? Because I just see a statement from Callaway saying late last night, apparently they admitted that they approved this. So from that statement, I infer that they didn't know. They said initially maybe they didn't know, because now if there's an admission that they did approve it, my inference is that they at some point said we didn't approve this. So I don't know.
Right. No, I don't know about that. I mean, their branding is everywhere. That is their driver. The guy wearing the hat says Callaway on it. So just being sold through Good is how I understood this to be the case.
I just thought too, it's like the production values are kind of low, more small business type, that we would say is like, hey, it's fine, you're a small business and stuff, but you're partnered with Callaway, you're probably kind of a big deal. I thought that production value was low to begin with, if they, not Callaway type of a level. And then just in general, the idea, even putting aside the pushing the female golfer to the ground, what even was the message in this whole thing? Don't touch my driver. But what then was the other guy doing when he went to hit the ball and then he makes a weird face and they're like, he's gone? What even does this whole thing mean? I don't get it. I didn't get it at all.
It's very aggressive. It's very aggressive. And there were comments online that I saw that were like, well, if they wanted to be inclusive, they could have had the female golfer push the male golfer. I'm like, that's not better. If we're being honest, that's kind of an odd take. And then I just thought overall, Mike, did the message, the behavior, it's hard to say, but like, let's say for a moment we set aside the shoving the female golfer to the ground, right? And set aside the fact that that was a female golfer. He didn't shove another man, right? The shoving in itself is problematic. The way that he moves then towards the driver, the way that the club is grabbed, the way that dude is walking, everything about it is very aggressive for golf. Like,
just kind of weird.
I don't mean to minimize.
I mean, I'm not terribly familiar with them, but I can imagine what their content is, because there's a lot of funny golf content out there and people doing kind of dude perfect-ish type stuff on the golf course. Yeah. I don't know if that's these guys, honestly. Like I said, I've never seen them. I used to be way more into golf. I used to have a golf brand even.
Right.
My level of depression that I'm at now, I've kind of lost joy in everything that I used to like. So I don't really do any of that stuff anymore.
I didn't mean to laugh, but it's true. That's both of us. But in all honesty though, like, I just think it just, it gives a video, like, it gives that vibe of a video that, like, have you seen any videos online on TikTok or Instagram where women are recording men as they're like mid-rage about something? Like, have you seen any of those videos? Like, when a guy is like completely like punching a wall, throwing things, like hitting a TV because his team lost. It's giving that vibe. And like, when this is an interesting thing for me, because this is what I associate with having golf clubs. When I lived alone for the first time after my divorce, and I lived in a pretty big place by myself, someone had told me for safety as a woman that doesn't want to have a weapon in the house, that you should have a golf club, because even a baseball bat, it won't hit somebody as hard as a golf club would hit them. And that has like stayed with me. Like that was like a random advice I was given by somebody at the place of work at the time, right? That like a golf club is a really good weapon to defend yourself against an intruder. And so to me, just the whole concept of it was like, is he going to beat the crap out of this woman? Like that's the vibe it was giving. And over a golf club. And also, if you play golf, don't you like take your own golf clubs? Like, why was he like, don't touch my driver? Like, it was just such a weird, like the whole concept of it was weird to me. It didn't land on anything besides give me like that guy looked like
and
a
you
creep.
do that
and I was like,
thing.
what the heck?
This is one of those things I've said in previous episodes and in content, why you have the old people like me around, because I've been through so much, especially on the internet and social media and videos, content, commercials. Obviously, there's nobody there who thought this would be a bad idea to put hands on a woman in a video. My immediate thought, if somebody came to me with that idea, is like, no. There's no funny.
It's a horrible idea.
What you're gonna do? What? No. Find another way to be funny. Don't put your hands on a woman.
Well, don't put your
that's
hands
just
on
a bad
anybody,
idea.
period.
And I don't think they're bad guys and they're not misogynists or anything like that. I don't think they're bad people. I think they tried to do something funny that wasn't. But I would have been there to tell them, like, no, that is a bad idea. I can't believe nobody at Callaway thought, hey, maybe not a good idea.
Yeah. I cannot believe, because I think about every ad we put out, Mike, from a small business all the way up to when you were running Grand Style and you were CMO. We had like legitimate partnerships with like UFC and NFL and, golf, or not golf, but hockey people, whatever they are. I'm going to get roasted for that. I don't know all the sports. Not a sports girly, but like the amount of people that would have to, again, storyboard this thing, brainstorm, sit in a room, come up with this idea, run it by different people, right? Like every one of these companies has to have a manager in charge of some kind. And then you think about Callaway, like who's huge. They're huge. They have an internal marketing department. They have an ad agency. They have a CMO. They have like a various number of marketing managers. They all saw this and they were like, yeah, that's totally fine. Go ahead. Proceed with this.
I know it's fascinating.
Like
the concept and the idea, because that's something I think of whenever we make any content at all too, is my first thought is always like, how can this be misconstrued? Who could this make angry? Like I'm always thinking of those worst case scenarios because I've been through worst cases. So you're always trying to think of those things. And this is the risk when you try to be funny, when everybody wants to be the Wendy's Twitter account and be the funny brand.
Right.
This is the risk, and maybe for the good audience who knows these guys, maybe they were like, we get it. Maybe there was something in this in their core audience that knows them. But now you got seen by a bunch of people who don't know your brand at all. This got out wide, right? And now your first impression is from people who don't know you. Maybe they're not golfers. Maybe they don't get it. What they saw is you pushed a woman to the ground over a golf club. This is their impression of you. Was that a good idea?
And then ran like very aggressively to take said golf club to then act like an idiot. Like I cannot imagine like what. And I know people have said, and you have said, like, people have very much, people like that were talking about this were like, oh, they were going for humor and she is, professional golf player. So it's like treating her equally to male golf players. I'm sorry, but even if it was a dude pushing a dude, I would still be like, what? What? Like, I didn't know golf was an aggressive sport. Like, I just think this is one of those things where, like you said, Mike, like the first impression is just absolutely horrendous. Like, what did you think?
Bad luck.
What did you think you were doing with this? It's just astounding that like that had to pass, at least in my mind, there had to have been at least 20 people to approve that thing to go live somewhere. somehow. There had to have been like some kind of an agency, some even interns somewhere. Somebody at Callaway had to sign off on their brand name and logo being used. The fact that not a single, like we always say, you need an adult in a room. This is why you need somebody with experience to say, why would you think this is okay? And just the whole vibe, Mike, for anybody that's a domestic violence victim or victim of violence, like, I don't want to gender this, but if, a woman is a woman, to see a man walk that way towards you, even if he didn't push her, is terrifying. To see him then, like the other dude, like I come up to the club and all that, like just so aggressive and could be so triggering for people. Like who were there no women? Like who is this woman that's a golfer that agreed to this commercial? Like that's another thing for me. Like, what did you think this is fun? Like, did you guys really think this is funny, or were you trying to just get some rage bait out there? It's just so strange. Like none of these people thought this was problematic in any way. Like, so what's and like you said, okay, let's just set all the problematic things aside, which is an insane thing to say. What's the point? What's the point?
What you're selling a golf club, or like driver? What are you doing?
Like, what did you want? There's like 10 people standing around in one golf bag with one set of clubs. Like that doesn't make, none of this makes sense to me.
Now that's a thing for me. Like I was looking at that, like, look, as someone who's played golf, I didn't see anyone else commenting like, hey, how big is this group that's out there together? Like no one's commenting on that. Right. What is that? A sixsome? How slow are you guys out on the course? Like I'd be pissed if that group was ahead of me. Like nobody's talking about that, but as somebody who plays golf, I'd be pissed if I saw that group on the course, but just a miss. Right. And this is the risk. We have said this to brands. You want to be funny. It's risky. Is that really, are you funny? Can you pull that off? Are you going to have the right kind of humor? Will it hit right? It's hard to do safely as a brand.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when you're funny things tend to offend some group. Hard to be universally appealing in humor, right? If you think of most stand-up comedians.
Nothing of this was funny. I don't understand.
No, nothing was, but they were trying to be. Obviously, they were trying to be funny. They're not making a domestic violence ad. Obviously they were trying to be funny and they missed.
That's how it was feeling. Like it was giving the vibe, literally, Mike, to me, it was giving the vibe of when women record men just losing their minds over like their, video game or over sports matches or even over situations. Like there was a video circulating recently that went super viral where a woman served her husband divorce papers because he cheated on her. And he was acting like the guy in this commercial. Like I cannot imagine the amount of people that had to see this and they were like, sure, go for it. And I would love to hear from the companies that the thing that's interesting is they're going to pull a Neutrogena thing, right? They're going to give out this generic public, PR statement that is going to say like, we didn't mean to offend here. We donated some money to domestic violence groups or whatever. Like they're going to pacify this now. But to me, it's more like, who the heck made this? Like, what was your point? Like, genuinely as a marketer, I'm curious, what was the thought process that led to this final product? Because like you said, Mike,
that's what I would love to know.
The production value is kind of shitty too. Like, what exactly were you trying to do? Like, it's odd. Terrible.
What were the ideas that got rejected? This is what they went with.
My God.
What were the ideas that they pitched that they said, no. Oh, that one. Let's do this.
No, this is better. We'll do this.
This is not the first thing they talked about in their pitch meetings about let's make an ad for this.
That's what I'm saying.
They all came with ideas, I'm sure. And then this is the one they settled on. Yeah.
I just can't, I don't understand it.
That's the risk, everybody.
Listen, if you're a small business, don't do crap like this. Like genuinely, we've talked about this with several small businesses who have done like outrageous things that basically like buried their brand. Don't do stuff like this because now you're going viral for the wrong reasons, right? Like we talked about the Liberty Bibberty commercial and the genuine just hate for all things Liberty Bibberty, but they're annoying. right? They're super, super annoying. And we've talked about how they have room to fail in their marketing because they're a huge company with huge budgets. But they're not shoving people to the ground. Like, I would rather you be annoying, have like 10 different Liberty Bibberty mascots over whatever the heck this ad was. You know, like, it just didn't make any sense. I don't know how it resonated. I am baffled as a woman that a woman would participate in an ad like this. I don't like that is just questionable on all accounts. I don't get it. I don't get another adult shoving another adult to the ground as a funny thing in any way. Like, it's just terrible, Mike. It's so bad.
Just bad all around. All right.
It's really horrible.
Here we go.
What are you
That's our
looking?
discussion
Did you
of
see
it.
it?
If you watched this, what did you think of this? Are you familiar with this brand? Have you seen
Does
any of the
anybody know?
comments?
I've never heard of them before.
What made you the most angry? Because I was mad about the size of the group. Like, I'm the one stuck playing behind this moronic group.
That's your marketing brain at play, right? Like, we understand. I think we view this stuff a little differently because we know what it takes to get a commercial like that out. And it's just, what a shit show for these guys.
It's pretty shocking, honestly. I would love to know that as like the decision, the process. How many people, because they'll put out a lawyer's going to write an apology for them.
Right.
They'll donate some money somewhere, probably. They'll put out another product
on this, but I'm almost certain they're going to donate to some domestic violence groups and fine, give them money.
A percentage of sales of this golf club are going to go to some blah blah to the blah blah.
Right.
Exactly. And look, and the way our world goes today, anyway, people will forget about this in a few days. They're mad about it today. They'll forget in a couple of days. It'll be gone. Something else we'll be mad about. We talk about our podcast a lot. We have been talking about brands and the mistakes they've made.
Yeah.
Can you remember, if you're a watcher, do you remember any of the previous ones we've discussed? You probably don't even.
Yeah.
So
we do because we've talked about them, but nobody else is talking about any of those anymore. So it doesn't matter.
They're done with those things. You remember the McDonald's CEO eating? When was the last time you thought about that?
Yeah.
McDonald's, I think, is still doing okay.
No.
They still getting sales?
I think they're still good.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Still good. Yeah. Yeah.
Let us know.
Fair.
Thank you for tuning in. If you've made it this far, we appreciate it.
Yep.
You can check us out on YouTube. We are also on TikTok and where are we at? Instagram also. And on Spotify, you can listen to us. You can download and listen to us in your car or wherever. So we would appreciate it if you do. Subscribe would be great. Comment, do something, engage, interact. Tell us we're stupid. Do something. We would love it.
Yeah, do something. Tell us how amazing this commercial was. Do that too.
Yep. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you next time.